Good afternoon and welcome to the weekly stock report from InterBolsa from here in Medellin for the week of May the 8th. It's actually Thursday, so you'll be getting this 24 hours late with the caveat that nothing changes in the world. Here's a quick summary of the main events of the week. The main event was actually on Monday, CPI for April, which came in at 0.32%. Much better than expected and brings the 12-month trailing figure down to 5.73%. To emphasize, the April monthly figure was the lowest on record, which goes back to 1994. Now, as far as we're concerned, the central bank's obviously been very aggressive this year so far. Rates now down at 6%. This will give them room to move, but I don't think we can expect any more big gaps downwards. Maybe 50 basis points down to 5.5% when they meet in a few weeks' time. But that remains to be seen. The other macro data this week was the PPI data for the same month of April. 0.02%, obviously a leading indicator, and it looks pretty good thus far and bodes well for CPI going forward. The markets themselves, stock markets seem to pick up in volume, and also we've moved upwards, not to the aggressive level seen maybe in Brazil. We're definitely moving upwards. Volumes, we suspect, are coming out of the Yankee bond market in the US. Looks like local pension funds are bringing money back to invest in the market, and that's moved the whole market up this week. The peso, again, is strengthened up again. We're down there around the 2,200 levels, which many analysts were obviously not predicting at the beginning of the year, with some people saying we were going nearer to 3,000 than 2,000. They've been proven wrong in a big way. The test market itself has actually been fairly stable, despite the CPI data, which one might have expected to push yields down. In fact, we're fairly stable. We're just below the 9% level. So, as I say, in politics, the big event was, still going on. As of Wednesday, we had the final debate on the referendum for 2010 for Uribe. That will go on. We expect a vote next week between May the 12th and 13th. This is going to be cutting it very fine because all candidates have to have declared by May the 17th, i.e. resign from their post. And obviously the man watching this most closely will be Defense Minister Juan Manuel Santos, because the common belief here is that if Uribe does get his wish, or if it is his wish in fact, to run in 2010, then Santos will simply stay in his defence post. If Uribe for some reason decides not to, or the Congress block him, then Santos is expected to resign and declare himself immediately and would become the favourite for the election forthwith. On the stock market, the big news will come out after this recording. We're expecting Thursday afternoon Bancolombia numbers. We're expecting good numbers based off the non-consolidated numbers. They'll report late Thursday. The conference call is early Friday, and we'll get the details out to you on that. Ecopetrol, no real news this week. There was a rumour in the press that they would have to pay approximately $50 million more to Hochul for the purchase of that company, owing to the fact that oil was found subsequent to the transaction. According to the selling company, which is Morel and Prom, the French company, in their first quarter numbers, they've actually stated that Ecopetrol will have to pay them more money, depending on the size of the find. Ecopetrol have yet to confirm anything to us, but relative to the actual purchase, it's not a huge amount of money. Americana had their results presentation, effectively nothing to report. Mineros and Banco de Bogota, the analysts have been remodeling both of them after the first quarter numbers. Mineros had very good numbers, so we've moved up our price target by 14%, but it remains a hold. Banco de Bogota, we've done some remodeling as well. Price target's up 6.8%, but again, that remains a hold. The only other stock news, ETB, the telephone company, they reported numbers which really, they were under our expectations, and they're pretty much flat year on year. The internet business is going well, but the traditional fixed line, long distance, etc. really are falling away in a hurry. And the numbers, unfortunately, were padded out by a number of extras, which they haven't really explained in depth to us yet. We're still pending that information. That really is it from Medellin on Thursday afternoon. As I say, that's it, with the caveat that nothing else changes in the world. And have a very good weekend from Medellin.